Hi guys, Ralph here. Right, on a recent shopping trip to the online space that is called eBay, I basically look for bargains and see if there's anything decent out there. If there isn't, then I'm not really bothered. And I'll just wait and just see what comes along. The last thing that came along was something that involved this Ingersoll 9 volt, 8 volt to 9 volt, yeah, transformer. And for some reason I'm not sure if it's AC or DC, AC comes up with 25 volts, DC comes up with 12 to 15 volts. So this is going in the bin. I don't know what to do with it, whether to break it open or not, but it's completely sealed in. There's no screw behind there. It feels hollow, so that probably could get knocked off. So do I get a hammer and have a go at trying to knock it off? No, there's no point because it's just a transformer. The thing is, what that powered is something I have been looking for a while. Now, anybody familiar to the channel will know that I like an Atari. The nice rainbow design on the front of the Junior. The nice black design on the front of the Junior. The chrome tiny rainbow design on the Junior. You've seen a little bit of a we're getting obsessed now with Juniors. Now, I never owned a Junior growing up, and I'm not bringing out the Flashback 9, but you know what I mean. I've got a lot of Ataris that play 2600 stuff. So, enough was enough to actually get these Juniors. Yeah, fine, they're great. Yeah, we can mod them a little bit and do things to them. But my second ever game console after the Grandstand 2000 was actually one of these, but the Mark 1, technically known as a 6-switch Woody. So I went and bought one. Ladies and gentlemen, my first ever interchangeable game console. Now this cost me, oh god, what were it? I think I got a decent bargain. I'm not sure, about 30 or 40 quid for it. It came on its own with that power supply, which doesn't really help much, and I will be testing this. Ooh, they feel good. I'll be testing this with a proper power supply that does supply 9 volts. This is the 6er Woody Atari 2600. Nothing much on the sides, control ports on the back, power adapter, and on the bottom the label comes off, but we can stick that back in place anyway. There's even a mark underneath it where the original, whoever it was who used a green circle or your chalk across, has put that on. So that's the original serial number for this. I hope. Concerns me a little bit that that washer there, which these screws actually were originally on here, which it weirds me out that you'd put extra screws through this to secure something down. I'll assume it's the cartridge slot. No, it's not. It's middle of the board out there. But to get this open, you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Phillips screwdrivers. Screws, yes. Rubber feet, which look like they're not too bad. So this was made in Hong Kong. This is, if this is correct, CX 2400, 2600U, made in Hong Kong. Patents, yes, patents pending. Okay, not exactly a low serial number, but that's fine. I'm going to go into this, and the full gaming history with me with this is we had this for Christmas one year, and it lasted a day, maybe 2 days, and it kind of broke. So we got sent back and we got ourselves a Vader, which was the black 4-switcher. All being well, then I should be getting to the garage pretty soon. So what I'm going to do is tidy the desk, and we're going to get into this one and actually see if it works. There's no guarantee that this is going to work or not. It's a bit filthy inside. But give us a minute to put these away and we'll have a look. all set up, ready to go. Got my asteroids in, got a joystick ready. I kind of wish sometimes that these would actually work first off without any problems, but where's the fun in that? Well, tell you what the fun is. It means you don't have to do anything. Yay! So, power on. Ooh! Hello. This is... okay. Oh. Hello. Oh. You can see that, can't you? Yeah. It is quite dark, to be honest. I think an asteroid always was. Oh no. My problem with asteroids, every time I press a button I'll chew my tongue. For some reason, going forward doesn't want to... Ah! Works. Actually works. Cool. So we'll get it stripped down, get it cleaned out, and have a look and see what's inside, and see if anything needs doing while we're actually inside it, or just clean it up. I've got a nice six of Woody. Now, 2600 Atari Woody dismantling. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna leave those two in because I think they hold something else down. So 5, 6. Just because I need a longer one. No, I need a magnet and all. Oh, always a magnet needed on these. Maybe I'll stop being so cheap one day and get a decent set of screwdrivers. Oh, that's really far in. No idea if these are all the same screw. No. None of these are coming straight out. Ah, there we go. So put it on there. Front two. That looks like the same. Oh no, that's a... oh, that's interesting. That's a wood bit and that isn't. So that's for the front and that's for the back. Well, nobody's changed these and stuck a great big hole in the front of the box. We should be fine. And the wood bit, but it's a... that's the same size. Right, to get these three out. As I knew, oh, they're the flattened bits. The sticker at the bottom comes off. So let's have a think. Ooh, okay. Does that come off? Is that on its own? No. Somebody's holding that in. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Okay. I would put good money that this has not been opened since it was put together. That cap is actually still working. Wow. Why is there a piece of cardboard there? Can I just put somebody's name on there with old sellotape on it? Okay, I think what we're going to do with this is I don't think we're going to mod this at all. That seems to look like the panel would come off. I'm starting to get covered in dust. But the plastics have to be fragile enough that I'm going to break this, aren't I? Oh, Ralph, come on. You can do better than that. Oh, yes. All tabs. Oh, good. They're all in place. So, that can get a good clean. I'll have a guess that that is probably a sticker over the top of the plastic. Different material, but I can get that cleaned anyway. Okay, so let me get the screws away. Two wooden wood screws because they've got the points on the front, and the flattened ones are on the rest. Okay, so cool. So do those? There's 2 screws there, and I can't see any others. This is weird. I do want to mod this to play on a better TV. However, I don't want to mod this because this is as fresh as. Oh, that's even solid. That cable. I don't think this has been opened. It's quite hard. Small tiny one holding the board in. Okay. That feels fragile. Is that it? These are actually foam. I thought these would be cardboard, but these are actually foam. There's still some sponge in there. There's still some give in that. So let's get them out. I'm trying to tear them, but we'll clean them. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling this is original. This is very, very original. That just seems like a design flaw. And that just seems like it flexes. Okay, so we can get the cable out of here. I'll shove that through, out, and I can lose that for a little bit, and I don't want to change this. I think we will keep this as an original piece. Okay. Now how the hell that feels like a very solid heat sink. And that's what them 2 screws are holding into, so it goes up there. You thought with that part of the metal work there, I would screw through it, you'd be 2 there as well. Okay. It does seem odd though, doesn't it? It really does, that you put extra screws in. Something just moved then. I'm guessing. Oh, look at the fluff on there. These systems that don't have fans do attract a lot of fluff over the years. Now I'm going to leave that for a second and put that over to one side and blow that out, because that's... Oh, when were these out? 78? So you've got a good 40 years, 42 years worth of fluff in there. Okay, let's take the extension off there, I don't need it. Oh, it's just like just opening the history of this. They've been talked into place. Trying to be careful as best I can. I have a little bit of reputation of, not exactly too careful. I have a few videos that I've made, but I haven't actually made it to YouTube, where I've been a little bit too gung-ho, shall we say. I didn't have a tick on there, the person who's... Oh. Okay, that one's cleaning, that's just cardboard. Yeah, gung-ho with things and broke them before I've even got anywhere near repairing. But we'll try and be careful with this. There's a bit of goo around there, that part of the board. Okay. And finally... How many screws does an Atari need? I'm out. Thank you. So, look at that, it's a big cast piece of metal. Aluminium? Yeah, big cast piece of aluminium, that's ridiculous. And even keeping that on there with the old sellotape with the number, is it a 4 or a 9? Should we keep it or should we do pristine? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But this is a hefty piece of kit for no reason at all. Oh, that. All 3 of the chips are socketed. That's very odd. Every single mark still on here. I don't know what to do with this. I don't need to clean that side. You've got some gunk on there, gunk over here. The caps, one there. Some solid ones there. Cables seem fine. Oh, there is one cap. Well, Banger's recapping this. So we've got one there. It looks... I think it's fine. But there's a lot of goo around these parts here. Let me get you in. Yeah, you can see it there. I don't know if that's just flux. That's just been left there, or a rush production line. But it's not impeding anything. I was going to say they're all the chips are actually socketed, but there's only 3, and then the 4th one's there. And that's a heat sink, which could have done with being earth, which it is. Then distribute towards the rest of the board. The top part, there's a C012073 revision B. So it's yeah, that won't focus for some reason. There you go. 77. I think it's copyright 77. So it's even older than I thought. Let's see, 012285 revision B 1978. Okay, so 77 switch and a 78 board. I need to clean that back off at least. Not sure if that's loose or not, but it's completely different to the juniors. Yeah, that'll do the colours, and I'm not touching that because I had so many problems with the juniors with that. We need to clean. Excuse me, I'm getting dust. For the most part of this, with the dust, it actually isn't too bad. Let me get the last 2 screws out. Ow! Just volleyed the other screw in. Look, I've got the wires underneath there, which means I can get that out very quickly. I think those parts there are for that. So this should, on its own steam, come out. Shouldn't it not? Bit of forcing doesn't mean it's going to come out. Okay. Cool. So why have it reinforced there when the slot goes down that way at an angle instead of being down? Maybe the whole lot is made inside with these pins for the cartridge. And it's just reinforcement screws. I can clean around it, it's not a problem. I was just hoping that that might have come off and I could get it cleaned. Okay. Let's not force this because it's... This is one of those rare things that you get once in a blue moon that nobody's touched before. And I don't want to mess things up, for the want of a better word. So... Dusty. So let's get things running by getting the blower on this and getting this cleaned. Well, there's a massive piece of cast aluminium there. That's quite ridiculous, really. So, yeah. Get a blower, I get it cleaned. I'm really struggling here, to be honest, with the dust that's coming off of this. Yeah, give me a minute to blow things out.